Aryna Sabalenka gets her first win over Diana Yastremska. And she moves into the round of 16.
A lot of good players still in this event in the Italian Open. Coco Gauff, of course, Iga Swiatek. Danielle Collins is in this one still, and she is playing fantastic. So let's go through Danielle just real quick. She won the Miami Open, then she won the Charleston Open, then she did not play in the Stuttgart Open, basically for a technicality on the event side. And then she lost to Sabalenka in Madrid Open in a very good, I believe it was a 3-setter. And now she's playing well as she goes into this Italian Open. So, I mean, I got to tell you, I think Danielle Collins could win the French Open. Now, she'll have to get past Iga Swiatek or Aryna Sabalenka, but I really don't see anyone on the tour right now who could beat Danielle besides Aryna and Iga. So let's see if my words have any weight as the French Open gets closer. But if the top three players on the women's side right now, in my opinion, are number 1, Iga Swiatek, number 2, Aryna Sabalenka, and number 3, yeah, I would put number 3, Danielle Collins. I know Rybakina is playing fantastic as well. Coco Gauff is playing pretty good. But that may be our top 5 right there. But we'll see as this continues. But Danielle looks unstoppable. Danielle just beat Caroline Garcia from France. French Open, France. Caroline is trying to remain seeded going into that Grand Slam. But very interesting. A lot of interesting things going on, especially in this Italian Open. Djokovic lost today to kind of a I don't want to say no name, but to someone who's not well known. So Djokovic is kind of having kind of a rough year. Nadal lost yesterday in his second match. So Nadal, respectfully, is not looking too good. It's all about the Sinners and the CC passes. Those are the kind of the players that we're looking at right now. And the Carlos Alcarazes. By the way, Sinner and Alcaraz, as I'm sure you know, they are not playing in this tournament. So a lot of tennis to look forward to. Kerber and Swiatek, our beloved Iga Swiatek, is playing tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central. Right now, we're out of the studio today, filming in a small city on Mother's Day here in Texas. And Naomi Osaka is kind of a wild card as we go into the French Open. Let's see how she does. She's still in this Italian Open, so we'll see. So they're in Rome right now, and of course they'll go over to Paris to play the French Open in just a week or two away, probably less than that. So super excited to see our second Grand Slam of the year. The Queen of Clay, Iga Swiatek, is anticipated to win this whole French Open, but that's why they play the matches. We'll see what happens. Swiatek fully expects to win against Kerber tomorrow morning, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching your tennis analysis right here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. I know you have a lot of options on where you can watch. If you're watching here right now, thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button. And there is a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player, right below this video player on YouTube, on your phone or on your computer. Just hit the word thanks, and you can send me money that way. Thank you so much for your support. Aryna Sabalenka is playing, she played a Ukrainian this morning. She's playing another Ukrainian tomorrow. So there's not going to be probably a handshake between these two, regardless of who wins tomorrow. Of course, Sabalenka is from Belarus, and then she's playing her second Ukrainian in a row tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. Sabalenka is playing some really good tennis. It was interesting to see her. I'm trying to forget what tournament she didn't do well in. It was either Indian Wells or Germany. I want to say it was Germany. She didn't play too well in Stuttgart, but again, just to recap, top 3 players right now playing so well: Swiatek, Sabalenka, Collins. A lot of people forget Collins for some reason, but she's playing really good. And a little bit of extra excitement there, I guess, from me, since we're filming in the United States. And Danielle Collins, number 1, is American. Number 2, she this is her last year playing, so we're all kind of consciously or unconsciously pulling for her because she's playing so well, and this is going to be probably her last year of tennis. Who knows? She wants to start a family. She's had some health problems. We've seen a lot of players like Wozniacki who stop playing to have a family, have some babies, and then come back. And the rules have changed to where the women can do that. So that's really interesting. A lot of rule changes over the last 5-10 years in the WTA, and it's been a lot of fun seeing that. Rule changes like coaching, when can you coach? Rule changes like it's escaping me off the top of my head. I was just thinking this last night. There's been 2 or 3 rule changes. There seems to be some. Here's a rule change. We'll end on this. Italian Open is very lenient with behavior on court. You can kill your racket, you can cuss up a storm, and there's not going to be much of any warning, especially for racket abuse. So they're being very lenient, and there's a lot of stress on these players this season. There's so many mandatory tournaments that these players, men and women, have to play. So they're really giving it their all. It's just obviously pretty hard, so I'm told, to be a professional tennis player, because it's a grind. And there's not really an off season in tennis. I mean, in the NFL they get 6-7 months of off season, probably more so because it's just a dangerous sport physically. But with tennis, you don't get an off season, and it's pretty hard mentally still as well to be playing so much. Think of all the countries that these players have been in. They played in Stuttgart, Germany. They played in California, in the Indian Wells. They played in the Madrid Open just a week or two ago. They were in Stuttgart in Germany. Now they're in Rome in this Italian Open going on all this week. Wonderful tennis happening on the dirt in this Italian Open. Dirt, aka clay. And then they'll be going over to the French Open, which is we're all excited about to see that. So it's going to be super fun, and everyone's going to be vying to take that French Open title. Iga Swiatek's arch nemesis, Jelena Ostapenko, is still in this Italian Open. So we'll see what happens with that. Could there be Ostapenko-Swiatek rematch? Let me know in the comments. We'll end right there. That would be a very high anticipated match for us Swiatek fans if Jelena played Iga. Iga has never beaten Jelena in her entire career. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it here. Best Muscle Video on YouTube, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.